So today I'm going to be working on my box skills. Good morning, everybody. I hope you all are doing well today. Today I am back at Brighton and I haven't ridden park in a week or two, honestly. So today's going to be a little bit more of a mellow day, but I thought I'd take it back to basics and work on some box skills. To be honest, my box game is not that strong. Specifically, I'm going to be working on backside rotation. I want to try to get a solid backside 1 on, backside 1 off, maybe a backside 3 on. I can do front side board slides, which is actually sliding with your back facing downhill. And I can kind of come out fakie, but I don't think I've actually done a proper 180 on, 180 off. This is basically the progression park here at Brighton. It's got the smallest features, they're all ride on, and there's a really small jump there at the bottom. When working on new tricks, or even just trying to perfect tricks that you haven't quite mastered, it's always good to start small and work your way up to the bigger features. So today we're gonna be practicing on this ride on box and maybe some of the other features in this little terrain park. Plus, it's a lot easier to hike because it's pretty flat. Some of you guys may have noticed I'm rocking the Dragons again. I finally got some replacement lenses in the mail, so I'm hyped on that. And you may also notice that I'm sporting some board progression flare on the sides of my helmet. I mentioned in my last video, I'm doing like a trial run of some stickers. If you guys are interested at all in getting some in the future, let me know. We're about to hit 500 subscribers, so we're going to be doing a giveaway. I will be giving away stickers and some other cool stuff. Stay tuned for more info about that. So to warm up, I'm going to start things off simple with just a 50-50 on and a backside board slide. Now you may have noticed on that board slide, to keep that board straight across and be able to come back out regular, I had to keep my upper body twisted counter to what my legs were doing so that I could snap my legs back to come back out regular. If I just get on the box and keep my shoulders in line with the board, I'm just gonna keep spinning and I'm gonna come back out fakie. Which is fine if you're planning to do that, but if you don't keep those shoulders wound up, I'm just going to be at the mercy of the box, basically. But that brings me to my next point. Whether you're on skis or snowboard, anytime you're on a box or a rail, you want to keep the base of your board or skis completely flat on the box. On a rail, it's the same thing, because if you get on an edge, you'll slip out and you'll land on your butt, or you'll taco the rail. But on a box, you are again completely at the mercy of the box. So you got to keep that base completely flat. And if you start to go on an edge, just try to ride off the box flat base as best you can. All right, so now that we got a 50-50 and a regular backside board slide, I'm gonna try a frontside 180 on. I know it's confusing, especially on a box, but the 180s are front side going this way to get onto the box, whereas the board slide would be front side going this way to get on the box. I know it doesn't make sense, but trust me, I've been snowboarding for 20 years, that's the way it is. So anyway, we're gonna do a front side 180 on, and once we have that momentum going, I'm thinking it'll probably 180 out, back to regular. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But as I said, especially on a box, once you get some rotation going, it's really hard to stop that rotation. On a rail, it's a little bit easier because you have a little bit more leverage. On a box, it's like a sheet of ice. For these frontside 180 ons, I'm actually popping off of my toes. Normally when I do frontside 180s off of jumps, I'm coming off of my heels. But on a jump, I come off my heels and I kind of land a little bit on my heel edge too. And you do not want to land on your heel edge on a box. So for me, I don't know if this is true for everybody else, but for me, when I pop off the toes, it's a lot easier to get flat based and completely straight on the box. It just feels more comfortable for me. Now for that last one, I got on frontside 180 and I was coming down fakie. And if you notice, I turned my head towards my left shoulder to start to pop out one more 180 so that I come away regular. Your body's gonna do basically whatever the head does, guys. So wherever your head starts to look and your shoulders start to twist, the lower body's gonna follow. Okay, now that we got our frontside 180 on, we're gonna try working on the backside. I'll start off with just a frontside board slide, basically a 90 on backside, and then a 90 off to come out fakie. And then I'm gonna try to get the full 180 on. Now on these, I have a tendency to look down at the board instead of over my shoulder for coming out switch. So I'm working on changing that. I'm working on looking this way over my shoulder after I get on the box, and then that'll be a lot easier to come out switch and see where I'm going. Now on that last one, the board started to get on an edge, and as soon as it starts to get onto that edge, I flat base it as quick as I can. I get that board as flat as a pancake, and I rode out fine. If I tried to fight it, I'd be in trouble. That one I got on clean, but towards the end I could feel my board slowly starting to turn. So rather than fight it, staying switch, I decided just to pop off and swing it around for that last rotation. On my approach on that one, I definitely came at a little bit more of an angle, which kind of set me up to spin and kind of keep that momentum going through the whole length of the box. And you can tell by looking at my line in the snow, it's not a straight line off of the jump, it's like a curve. That's me right there. That one. Now for a pure 180 on, to lock it in, I want to have a straight line going up the jump and then pop 180, land on, and just ride all the way to the end. Same thing. Now I think I got the 180 on, 180 off, but it's a little bit harder to backside 180 on and then just keep that body locked in that position and ride off fakie. I think I'm getting on the box and looking downhill, and doing so is kind of opening my shoulders, and that's prepping my lower body to rotate the rest of the way around. So maybe if I keep my head looking uphill, that'll kind of keep me locked in this position, and then my legs can't really rotate any further. And then at the last minute, at the end of the box, I'll kind of slowly turn my head. Anyway, in theory, that should work to come out switch. Okay, so that wasn't the prettiest riding out switch, but honestly, I think it looks better anyway when you 180 on, 180 off. I'm gonna work on those just a little bit more, and I'm gonna play around with my rotation and see if I can whip the shoulders just a little bit harder, and maybe 270 on, or maybe even 360 on. So let's see how that goes. Well, I'm not having the best luck with the 270 on, but I'm gonna try a couple frontside ones on this tube right here. I don't have quite enough confidence to try backside yet, but let's see if we can get some frontside ones. Oh. did it. Better. That 180 on the tube was a bit more difficult than the box, and it makes sense because there's less surface area for me to land on. But I want to get the backside. I'll work on that next time probably. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Sorry it wasn't like a typical vlog style video. It's kind of more like a tutorial. Stay tuned, we got more snow on the way, so there's going to be some pretty awesome powder edits coming out real soon. I think we'll do a hot lap on the way back to the car. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This video is inspired by a video that Ryan Napton did with Mike Green a couple weeks ago. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. And if you don't know Ryan Napton's channel by now, what are you guys doing? Go hit him up. He's putting out killer snowboard videos almost every day. Until next time, guys, you know the drill. Keep progressing in everything you're doing, no matter what it is. Leave a like and a comment. I try to reply to every comment I can, guys. We'll see you guys real soon. Pray for more snow. Bye. But with both the backside and frontside 180 on. Hey there, guys. That's what happens if we get on our edge.